NFL goes all in on streaming. For the first time ever, every NFL game this season will be available online. That's all 272 regular season games, and 20 of them won't be on broadcast TV at all. Tonight's Chiefs versus Chargers matchup from Sao Paulo is free on YouTube, but most games will be split across Peacock, Paramount, Amazon Prime, Netflix, ESPN Unlimited, Fox One, and NFL Plus. Disney just bought NFL Network, and the NFL itself owns 10% of Disney's sports division, ensuring the league has a deep seat at the streaming table. Analysts say this shift ends the exclusivity that once made broadcast TV dominant. Flipping between CBS, NBC, ABC, and Fox is still easier than juggling 8 different streaming subscriptions. But the NFL has made it clear the future is streaming first. Football is still America's top media property. It's its most popular sport. But now it's broadband, not cable, that guarantees access. Okay, what's the real message here? People in America love football. We love violence. We love people standing around in committee meetings and then bashing each other's skulls. And they don't care how they get it. And now the streamers realize we can get in on this. And the NFL realizes we can make more money if we can get in front of every single eyeball at any time, anywhere. And instead of giving it to people for free on broadcast TV, we can make them pay on about 20 or 30 teeny tiny little streaming systems if we want to, and they make more money. That's the future. Okay, let's go a little bit deeper here. What does this mean? People in the media business, and I've been a part of the media business for decades, still tend to fixate on, well, there's broadcast, and then there's cable, and then there's premium this, and then there's user-generated content, and we have in our mindset all these different little variations and gradations and quality and prestige. Increasingly, consumers like, I don't care. I want what I want, and I want to look at it on my phone, on my TV, on my laptop, on my tablet. I don't care where it's from. We've seen this in just the last quarter with YouTube going to be #1 streaming service on televisions. I said television, not just your cell phone, on television. So consumers are speaking, and they're speaking very loudly. We talked about this story yesterday with Fox News Channel, the cable news channel, actually beating CBS, NBC, ABC in prime time. It used to be the broadcast networks had such an advantage. It was the only way of watching TV. You had to pay a bunch of money for a license. You had to build a big tower in your town, and you could broadcast to the people in your town. And you only had maybe 2 competitors, maybe 3 competitors. So if you bought a TV station and spent all this money on a big building and staff and salespeople and technicians, you had a near monopoly. You had at least 25% of the eyeballs in your town. So you were kind of a complete moron if you didn't figure out how to make money hand over fist. Those days are gone. Those days are long, long gone, because now the thing called the internet. And that's the great leveler that I think so many people in the media business don't understand. And I'll talk about what still I don't understand, and you don't understand either, is the public doesn't care. Consumers don't care. They just want, give me this stuff I want to watch. And if it's really valuable to me, I will pay for it. And people do pay for the NFL. Live sports is the one thing people are still most excited about watching on live. And I say TV, meaning a big device on the wall that isn't just a cell phone stapled to the wall, isn't just an iPad stapled to the wall. That's what I mean by TV. Not that it comes from broadcast, not that it comes from a cable company, but just something that's bigger than normal that is on your wall, a screen. People are willing to pay for live sports because there's the suspense of it. If you wait, a movie comes out today and you don't watch it till next week, you can still enjoy that movie. You can still get the surprise, the mystery of it. If there's a game on today and you don't watch it till next week, not very exciting. You already know who won, unless you give yourself a self-imposed media blackout, which is hard to do. So let's turn the tables a little. What's the real message for you and for me? I think all of us, myself included, we have to realize that we live in a golden era. There's so much pessimism, so much talk. Oh, AI is going to make us all irrelevant. AI is putting us all out of business, and recession's coming, depression's coming, housing. There's so much negativity. And I think you and I all have to realize all of us are given a gift. It's as if we got in a time machine back to 1950 and they were giving everyone broadcast TV licenses and broadcast radio station licenses for free. If you have a cell phone, you have all the audio, video, text, printing press, machinery you need to create a multimedia empire. Is it easy? No. Does it happen overnight? No. Is it get rich quick? No. But we do now live in an era where the top 0.1% of content creators are making a nice living. Yes, that means 999 people out of every 1,000 who create YouTube channels and podcasts really don't make much money. Now, some of those make some, but if you're not in the top 3%, typically you're not making much money. So I want to stress, it's not easy, but it's a lot easier than having millions of dollars to buy a TV license and build a TV channel, a station from scratch and hire a whole bunch of employees like you would have to do in 1985. That was really difficult, and it didn't happen to anyone unless they were already really rich or they happened to have a spouse who was president of the United States. So there's more opportunity than ever. So rather than bemoan the state of the media, I urge you, come on in with me. I'm in bigger now in the media than I've ever been. I'm all in. I'm coming to you live 1 hour a day here on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Twitch. My show is now pushed out on all podcasting platforms. We slice and dice these into 5 long-form videos a day. Another 5 are turned into short-form videos. So I'm putting out 11 videos a day, plus a newsletter, 77 videos, and 7 long-form audios every single week. Do you have to do that? No. But don't tell me there are no opportunities or only the big tech companies control everything. Yeah, they do have too much power. Absolutely. YouTube could cancel me today, as they have done in the past. They can delete my channel, as they've done in the past. But you don't have to put all your eggs in one basket. Look at what the NFL is doing. The NFL isn't saying, well, we're only going to stream through NFL.com or we're going to give all of our rights to ESPN. No. They're everywhere. If the NFL can do it, so can you. So can I. So I don't care who you are or what you do. You could be a landscaper and your specialty is getting rid of poison ivy. I urge you, spend 5 minutes a day creating a video on what you do and then distribute it on every platform. Turn it into a podcast. Make it short form. And if nothing else, you'll probably get a handful of more clients every month. You'll probably have your clients stick with you longer. You'll be able to raise your prices without people fleeing from you. And who knows, at some point, you might get tired of actually going out into the field every day and pulling out the poison ivy, and maybe you can make enough money just from the media company. But I'm not here to tell you. I'm not saying, call my 800 number and give me $10,000 and I guarantee you, you'll be making $20,000 a month with your social media channel in the next 60 days. There are a lot of people out there doing that, and they are charlatans. They are scamming you. They are telling you what you want to hear. So I urge you, be very careful about that. A couple of more facts before we leave this topic. There are some NFL games now that can only be streamed. You can't go to any TV network, any cable network. Now, I know that not everyone's happy about this. Comedian Bill Maher talks about how much he hates the fact that it's not like the old days where he could just have his remote control, hit 7, go to NBC, hit 3, go to CBS, and quickly go back and forth the games. Because when you've got to load up a separate app and do 8 different clicks to get to the game, you can't be quickly switching around. And I think the NFL's position on that is, tough luck, Bill. We're making more money. There's so much cross-pollination. As I mentioned, the games are on Peacock, Paramount Plus, Prime, Netflix, ESPN Unlimited, Fox One, NFL. This helps, to use the business school phrase, mitigate risk. If the NFL has all these different sources of revenue, it's simply better for them. And they're not dependent on any one platform. And the NFL is showing that its strategy now is streaming first. If some broadcast, some old school TV network wants to give them a lot of money, sure, they'll take it. But that's no longer their main focus. And I have to say, that is smart. That's not the future. That's the world we live in today.